Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, and welcome all who are here in person and all joining us via our live stream as we together create our sense of sacred community. And to begin, as we welcome Shabbat, we'll ask Barbara and Gary to come forward and light our Shabbat candles. Surprise, Gary. Page 2.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu v'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
How am I doing?
Not so good, you gotta do that one. Touch that one and it'll go to the other one.
There we are. Perfect.
You did better than
Great. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
that. Thank you.
You know all the words to this first song. They are Shabbat and Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
We turn together to page 10 and join in Hinei Matov. How beautiful, how wonderful it is for all of us to be together.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
As we turn to page 20 and welcome our Shabbat bride with Lecha Dodi.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם תפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסופה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי. לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי. לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך פומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד עיני אלייך נגלה לך דודי. לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי. לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי. לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי. לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
Please be seated as we continue, page 22. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat, a psalm, a song for Shabbat. It is good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-stringed harp or a 6-stringed guitar, with voice and lyre together.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
On page 24, we join in Shalom Aleichem, those words of greeting, those words of blessings and praises and ideas for peace. And so before we sing together, please get up, meet somebody you don't know, you haven't met before, say hello, Shabbat Shalom, or Shalom Aleichem, and the response is Aleichem Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. As we find our seats and we join together, Shalom Aleichem, may peace be on you, and on you may there always be peace.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Together we turn to page 26 and rise for Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabba. Be'amad yivrach yirtei ve'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, ve'imeru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach, le'alam al'almei almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach ve'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar v'yishomam v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal, shmei dekudesha. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma, ve'imeru, amen.
And on page 28, we join in Baruch.
Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach, le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach, le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated as we continue page 30. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, uvitvuna mishane itim umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim b'mishmeroteihem b'rakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla גולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. Page 33. Let's join together in the middle of the page. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta, Torah umitzvot, Chukim umishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu, uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negei omam v'layla, negei omam v'layla, ve'ahavadcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
We rise together for Shema, page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated as we continue with Va'ahavta, page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. So Yael, you are off to teach others how to be song leaders.
That is true.
And so if we take a look at the English of the prayer that we just read, it says, among things, you should impress all these messages on your children. And so it is with great pride that I send my child off to teach the next generation. And so it's wonderful to have you here with us. And you will be back for our high holidays.
Absolutely.
But thank you for joining us on this Shabbat as you make your way towards the across the state diagonally to near Philadelphia. So let's join together in the middle of page 39. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. V'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov, v'gelo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Praised are you, Adonai, the Redeemer of Israel. Page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom. Hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom. Hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom. Hamidenu shomreinu lechaim.
Page 45. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. As we join in Vishamru, our prayer in which we thank God for the opportunity, the blessings of Shabbat.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat ledorotam berit olam.
Page 47. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. As we rise for Amidah,
A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat has arrived in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night, and eternity utters a day, and eternity utters a day. Adonai Sfatai, Sfatai Tivtach, Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai Sfatai, Sfatai Tivtach, Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha.
page 48.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Uzrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol et Harav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, milchamocha bal gevurot, umido melach, melech meimit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yehallelu Selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated as we continue page 53. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed. And we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth together. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha v'yira na'avod. Page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lacha na'eh lehodot. And let's join together in our prayer for peace on page 61. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. Within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace.
Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Tahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom rab al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom rab al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. B'tov beinecha Yisrael, bechol eit ubechol shah, bishlomecha. Shalom rab al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom rab al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
We take a few moments and leave the prayer book aside and look inward to our thoughts, our hearts, some moments of silent prayer.
Yehiyu leratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu leratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri begoali. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri begoali. Yehiyu leratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu leratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha.
we turn together to page 253. And there we find our blessing of healing. And we send our collective energies, our collective prayers for healing to all who need them. Our family, our friends, members of our community, people we know, people we don't even know. We send those energies of healing, those prayers of recovery, whether it is a healing of body or mind or heart or spirit. And in our congregation, we especially mention Steve Tottleman, Diane Levy, Martha Snyder, David Lipsitz, Jake Kaler, Arlene Sandelstein, Barbara Gage, Walter Horner, Evelyn Carpenter, Sandra French, John Myers, Sydney Scrimenti, Paula Bennett, and Suzanne Winterberger. If you are joining us via live stream and you would like to add a name, please add the name into our chat. If you are here in person and would like to add a name, please do so as I look around. We join in our prayer for healing.
Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. I was recently at a meeting of rabbis. I know you can't even imagine what that's like. And amongst the topics that we were discussing, we had an opportunity to talk about change and how difficult sometimes change is. One rabbi said that he had recently joined a congregation, and in the interview process, they all talked about the fact that they wanted significant change. They wanted the rabbi to come in and revolutionize services and change the way they did programs and education and all of these different innovative ideas. And so the rabbi came and started to change things, and then was called into a serious meeting with the temple board. And was, of course, chastised for having changed that or this or that. We don't like change. Right? As people, inherently, we resist change. People are not good at it. We're not good at change. Even as babies, right? Even a little tiny baby doesn't like to change. Babies don't like to come out of that womb. It's warm and friendly in there. The outside world is scary. Who wants it? You know, there's that great joke. How many psychiatrists does it take to change a light bulb? The punchline is, only one, but the light bulb has to want to change. In this week's Torah portion, we see first of all, it's called Shlach Lecha, send for yourself, or go out for yourself, in which Moses sends a bunch of spies or scouts out into the wilderness, out into the land of Israel, to kind of see what they're in for. And all but two come back with aggrandized stories of how terrible this place is. There's giants, it's filled with scary things, and it's just very negative. All aimed at trying to dissuade Moses from eventually getting us into that space, into that land. So here's what I think kind of happened, if we can midrash on it or extrapolate a little bit. I think that maybe, just maybe, these spies or scouts were used to what they knew, right? They were used to wandering in the desert. They were used to that experience, and they were terrified of what would come next. Because if they actually settled down, there would be so many things that would radically change. The whole societal structure would change. The permanency would be there. A whole series of changes. And maybe they felt a little sense of inadequacy. Maybe they wished that they could, be better at what they were trying to do, or thinking that perhaps they were just scared of that, of taking that next step. Have you ever watched an athletic event where the beginning of the experience, a coin toss happens, right? Now, it usually is deciding who starts and who goes and who whatever, or who takes the lead at the beginning, right? Have you ever thought about what happens in the locker room before? And the conversation about what happens if it goes this way or that way? How do you prepare for that, right? How do you think about, is the toss going to go this way, is that way? How are we going to respond? Do we plan for both? What do we do? Sometimes we overthink things, right? We overthink things. And sometimes we have these choices that we have to make. And sometimes we're busy looking at all of the negative parts of what could happen. We tend to focus on that negative, right? We are those scouts that see all the things that are wrong. Sometimes we have to flip the coin and think about the experiences, the positive things that we can look at, the experiences that we could have if we took advantage of them. So in this week's Torah portion, Shlach Lecha, we find that even those in these positions of power, these messengers, these spies or scouts, whatever you want to call them, who were to represent each of the tribes, so that each tribe would have a representative, and that representative could come back and really tell all of the things that were happening. Our schedules, our lives become pretty consistent, right? We tend to do the same things over and over. I even know people who have a fixed menu. Monday is pizza, Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, Wednesday is wings, Thursday, whatever. But sometimes it's the adventure that actually brings us the joy. The adventure, the unknown, that brings us things that we never knew were possible. And as these biblical spies or scouts went into the wilderness, they were used to their menu, because their menu actually was the same for the last 40 years. Right? What was their menu? Manna. And what did manna taste like? Here's the really great part about manna. Manna tasted like anything you wanted. Right? It could taste like anything. It was this magic, unbelievable food that the Midrash, the rabbis talk about, and they say, if you thought about it in this way, you could have it taste like this, that, or the other thing. It didn't matter. But so because they were so afraid of these changes, the spies made up all these reasons why actually going into the land of Israel and establishing this permanent community would be bad, instead of the reverse. Instead of saying, look at all this potential. Look at all the potential to do and experience new things. We're often those scouts, right? We are often challenged to try new things. Sometimes we resist the challenge. Sometimes we sort of close our eyes and look through our fingers and hope that it's not going to change too much. And yet, sometimes when we do that, we sort of cloud or miss the opportunities. And so the question that those leaders really were asked to do was to see the land as it really was, with open eyes, with an open mind, to scout all the places that they could see and figure out how we could enter and become the people of Israel living in our promised space, in our promised land. Shabbat is like that. Shabbat is this opportunity. We can either resist it because it's different, or we can embrace it because it brings us opportunities. Many experiences in Jewish life are the same. We resist them because we don't know them, or perhaps we can engage them because they might be able to give us a different sense of experience, a different sense of ourselves, a different moment to reflect, a different moment to think about things in different ways. And so the story is far more about a group of spies who go to the land of Israel and come back with nasty reports. Right? It really brings that message of our opportunity to take advantage of the unknown, take advantage of what we can't yet experience or don't really know, and take the opportunity to really experience all of it in its fullness. Shabbat Shalom. We're going to continue on page 282 as we rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו וזולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth. our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and of death. We are in the period of Shiva for Noah Giraud, the niece of Colleen Mattis, and we extend condolences, Colleen, to you and your whole family. We are in the period of Shloshim for Royce Haas and Sonia Solasko-Baum. And on this Shabbat, we observe Yahrzeit for Nathan Levy, Aaron Simon, Leon Stein, Joseph Grossman, Emmanuel Cohen, Fred Gashi, Jacob Berliner, Sidney Rain, Samuel Rabinowitz, Irene Rudolph, Harry Silver, Ethel Levick, Bertha Schuster, Henry Schaffner, Jacob Silverstein, Nathan Spitzer, Henrietta Herskovitz, Inga Sender-Siegel, Ruth Hanauer-Zaks, Selena Cohen, Harry Gerson, Dora Moses, and Jack Raskind. If anyone would like to add a name and you're joining us via live stream, please add the name into our chat. If you are here in person and would like to add a name, please do so as I look around. So we rise together as we turn to the words of Kaddish on page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ba'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon u'vyom echon, u'vchayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Please be seated. I'd like to invite Rochelle Krowinski forward to share some announcements.
This is for short people. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. It's so nice to see everyone here in person and also live stream. I have a few announcements, and tomorrow we have Torah study at 9:30, and actually this coming week on Saturday the 24th, join Temple Anshe Hesed as they march together at the annual Pride Parade on Saturday. Step off is at noon, and there will be a table downtown until 5, so you can call the office for more information. And also next Saturday, we have an adult B'nai Mitzvah. Please join us at 10 a.m. on Saturday, June 24th, as we celebrate with Craig Reynolds, our own Bobby Pollock, Carly Williamson, and Mimi Waldman, who are going to be celebrating their B'nai Mitzvahs. There'll be an oneg to follow, and please RSVP to the temple office by the end of June 16th, which I believe is today. And let us know if you're going to be coming. And if you don't get your RSVP in today, call Monday, please. We'd love to see you there to help us celebrate. And also, save the date. We have a Presque Isle Shabbat on July 14th. More information to follow, but please join us. Again, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. We'll conclude with Oseh Shalom. I think a tune that we don't do often, but here we go.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom b'mromav, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Yasher Koach, Yael, thank you so much for lending your voice and your spirit to our Shabbat as we join together in Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam,
Borei
Puri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit. Ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh. Zecher letziat Mitzrayim. Ki vanu v'harta ve'otanu kidasha mikol ha'amim. Ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
We join together.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.